Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Light the freaking beam indeed. Welcome into a Wednesday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma. I am your host, once again in the captain's chair leading this program, also known as Sam Freas, the Biggest Puma, where we are broadcasting live here on a Wednesday night. We have no baseball to distract us tonight. We have some baseball to talk about,
was sweating at the end of the one, and thank you, Greg, for starting us off. Yeah, I'm really happy y'all won the series.
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon baseball, I equally love and hate, but we'll get into all of that. We find ourselves here 29 days away from NFL opening night. Tomorrow will be the 4-week countdown. Exactly 4 weeks from tomorrow night, we'll have Cowboys-Eagles up in Philly to kick off the NFL season.
I'll tell you, it gets real to be when Hard Knocks starts. That was yesterday.
I wondered. I had that for the lightning round. I wondered if you were immediately jumping into it. I usually wait.
10 toes down, baby.
Yeah, if it's a team I don't care about, I usually wait until there's a couple episodes out so I can just burn through them.
Nah, but then you know everything. Like, you got to get especially when the preseason games start happening, you get to really analyze it and see the whole storyline up to the preseason.
Yeah, it gives you more context.
Yeah.
See, and I think that's the
how
other
they
thing.
burn through it within 2 days is always amazing to me.
I don't consider the Hall of Fame game the start of preseason. So I'm still not in full preseason mode.
This weekend, baby.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night. We will have some Cowboy notes to get to. Speaking of Saturday night, Cowboys officially start their preseason. They had some scrimmages earlier this week against the Rams. We'll talk a little bit about that. We've got, of course, baseball to talk about. We've got somehow WNBA continues to make the run sheet for all of the wrong reasons. And then main seggy, we'll talk a little bit of men's NBA, a little MNBA. Spurs did a big extension with De'Aaron Fox. We'll talk a little bit about how it fits into the salary cap table going forward. And always close out with lightning round. But I've gotten pretty used to starting us off with
I'm always get excited. I'm so thrilled of what nonsense day it is,
or
dude.
Stupid, crazy PR day we have today. Well, first of all, do y'all know what happened 80 years ago on this day?
What is it? Dang, 80 years.
August 6th, 1945. The world was
World War I. Wasn't this?
It was the sequel.
It was the sequel. Well, yeah, the sequel. The sequel was better than the first one.
Some would argue.
There's a lot more documentaries on the second one.
Yeah, it was certainly more entertaining. Well, the weapons were of a larger scale.
Was this Hiroshima?
This was.
Oh man.
This was 80 years ago. We dropped the first of the two nuclear bombs over Japan.
Some might say the greatest war crime ever committed.
Some might say that, Cap. What was it? I think I was reading about it earlier today. 150,000 some odd.
Hey, that was the hardest flex ever.
Look, for those that want to argue it wasn't helpful. It certainly led to a little bit.
They had it coming.
An easing of tension pretty quickly. Now, of course,
man,
that's the big highlight of today. But
give me the ridiculous one.
Now here's the ridiculous one. Yeah. How about National Fresh Breath Day?
Oh my God. Why is there a day for just oral hygiene in general?
That's one that give I guarantee you there's a National Dentist Day.
Like Fresh Breath Day. Like, what about National Let the Bad Breath Guy know that he's just farting out his mouth?
So we missed National Dentist Day. That was March 6th, as everybody knows.
I had it on my calendar.
No, National Fresh Breath Day, I would give them a full month. Let's make that a hyperfocus. Get on that, Bobby Kennedy Jr. Like let's worry about everybody's breath. And now that we ban
a 5K for halitosis.
I'm all for it. I am all for it. I had a science teacher in high school. Awesome teacher. He was a girls basketball coach too. Super cool dude. Absolute worst breath ever.
Oh man!
But he was the guy that as you were taking the test, if you raised your hand and asked him a question, be like, I'm having a hard time choosing. He basically was like a lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Like,
yeah.
It was like, I'm having a tough choice deciding between these two. And I would just hold my pen over one of them and be like, what do you think? And slowly move to the other. Yeah, it was very much like, well, you
get one of them. You get one of them a test.
Yeah, it felt like as long as if I just called him over and was like, hey, man, I don't know this one, he'd be like, well, I can't help you.
Yeah.
But if I told him I had narrowed it down between two and one of them was the right one, he would normally.
I thought this was going to go to like the close talker. Though, once again, Seinfeld.
Yeah,
the close talker.
It's almost like Larry David is a genius.
Yes.
Okay, well, on that note, if Sydney Sweeney approached you at the bar, but she had the breath straight.
Oh,
straight halitosis, like
dead tooth,
awful.
We're gonna have to go doggy style, buddy.
Okay, that's why I wondered if that was.
Am I either smelling breath? Am I smelling bad breath or pennies? I'm going with pennies.
Absolute. That's. I think anyone that says that would be an absolute deal breaker is a liar. Is lying.
Oh,
that's the same people that say I don't pee in the pool.
Dude, so many girls don't realize, especially the smokers outside. Like you sitting there just like making out with them, and you're just like, oh my god, dude! All I do is taste ashtray and like ceviche that they had at El Mirasol or something.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, mixed seafood with the smoker's breath.
And they don't have mints. I've never seen a girl with a mint in her car.
I feel like mints have kind of gone the way of the dodo to begin with. Like, remember when Altoids used to have such a market share? When's the last time you saw someone bust out some Altoids?
Well, I bust out my Altoid 10 every once in a while.
Well, see, there you go. You and some Austrian dude are the only people keeping them in business at this point.
There's not Altoids in it. If you catch my 10.
What could we find?
The classic hiding spot. The cops will never find it here.
Yeah, which is also the first place they always look. Like, oh, look, hey, Bobby,
an old school Altoid 10.
I haven't seen Altoid 10s in a decade.
Yeah.
I bet this is where it's at.
Exactly.
There's no question. Well, if you already have fresh breath, can I also interest you in National Root Beer Float Day?
Ooh, a nice root beer float.
I love a root beer float. I'll even one-up you. You know what's better than a root beer float?
What's that?
A blended, frosted root beer. Where it's basically a root beer float.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get like Amy's in the Quarry with the Mexican vanilla ice cream in it. And then they make the float and then put it in a blender and basically turn it into.
So you're killing all the carbonation.
But it's a root beer milkshake basically at that point. So you
just added the syrup from. Why don't you just take the syrup from the root beer thing and just put it on top? Like
no, because you still get the full flavor of the root beer.
I'll tell you,
It's desecrating the sanctity of the root beer, but it's delicious.
Believe it or not, the fat guy has worked at Baskin Robbins.
Oh no way!
Yeah, like as a youth. And yes, I blended a lot of things together while keeping all the empty whipped cream cans in the back for the late night show.
For the whip, again, as you think you're smarter than the officer. Schwanman used to have they used to sell popsicles that were root beer float popsicles.
Yeah,
and that
could go like one of either way, like the cream flavor with the.
Yeah, it's basically it was like a creamsicle popsicle, but root beer instead of orange.
Yeah.
Quite delicious. But yeah, on this day we dropped the first atomic bomb in Japan. Just remember, it's also National Root Beer Float Day as well as National Fresh Breath Day. I think it's also National Wiggle Your Toes Day. But that one was so ridiculous, I didn't even write it on the run sheet.
Not with all our feet fetish fans.
But I couldn't. Well, I guess there is a rising population out there.
Let me see those toes.
Between the foot fetish people and the furries, like apparently Texas or TCU's quarterback.
Man. I want to see those conventions, man, where it's just nothing but furries.
I don't think you do. Talk about National fresh breath day.
So is it like one of those things where it's like, oh, I want to see a donkey show, and then you're actually watching and you're just horrified?
I think that's probably 1,000% potentially.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I think you got me pegged wrong.
Think of the, so to speak.
No, sir. Like Meatloaf, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Just think of the Eyes Wide Shut scene, but instead it's just a bunch of people in furry costumes.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
No, I don't think so. I don't. Well, you and Mr. Hoover in Fort Worth can go check that out.
I'm picking a husky head.
We got some housekeeping to do before we get into the meat of the episode. But before we do that, let's make sure we have a solid connection with the producer extraordinaire, the guy that actually is the one binding connective tissue that keeps this thing afloat Monday and Wednesday nights. LG.
And the one who saw Oppenheimer with me.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, how
and
topical.
And the atomic bomb blew out the speakers.
Look at that synergy.
It sure did.
Did you ever use your free ticket, LG?
I did. I used it to go see another terrible movie, Napoleon. Yeah.
Oh, what a horrible movie. What a horrible movie.
Wait, you didn't like Oppenheimer?
No. I didn't like Oppenheimer.
I liked it,
No,
but LG's just...
It was boring.
He's just a miserable little man.
And the speakers crapped out right when the bomb blew up.
Yeah, when the bomb blew up, like the IMAX speakers. So we went to IMAX to get the whole experience. And it just is crackling for the next
We went to
last
70
hour.
millimeter IMAX as well. We didn't go to just regular.
That's River Center, right? Isn't that the
No,
only one?
we went to Palladium.
Palladium.
Which
okay.
is a smaller IMAX.
Heard.
Yeah.
But the speakers blew out, so.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, like
And I was,
incredibly ironic.
Walking out, I was like, dude, look, I can get us free tickets. And he's like, I don't know. I was like, just sit back and watch.
I don't know how we were the only ones complaining. I think it was us and one other person. The rest of the people just accepted it as, it's just an effect.
Look, that's
like, no.
That's part of the 7 millimeter. Didn't you notice that?
That's they probably just didn't want to come off as ignorant to be and then be told like, no, that's literally what you paid extra for.
Oh, when I talked to the
why you
manager,
came
I
here.
was like, you're going to have this problem on the next showing. And
Oh,
just
no, and they
about,
said they
like-
were supposed to have fixed it last show, is what she said.
Yeah, and it did
So
it
they already
again.
knew.
Man, I kind of remember that we talked about this before, LG, because they ended up like the theater was down for like a full week. Like they kept having
They had,
issues.
A lot of theaters had trouble because they didn't know how to fire up their old 70 millimeter projectors.
Again, not
and
surprising.
And splice in that one scene, a dildo scene right in between the movie.
Yeah, just like
all the kids knew what they
Just
saw.
one frame.
Just one frame. Yeah, like a classic Fight Club. No, LG, tell the good people how they can help support the show here.
Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you want a notification when we go live, also hit that bell button. We also have a Buy Me a Coffee set up where you can donate tips, buymeacoffee.com/sportscavelive. All those proceeds go for studio equipment and microphone. If you want to skip all the BS and just buy us a microphone, check the description for our Amazon wishlist link, which has all the gear we need on there.
You know who you are.
So that link, the Amazon link, is already, it's first week in August, and I'm already hitting up by my lovely, amazing grandmother. Do you and Stephanie know what you're going to want for Christmas this year? I mean, it is still first week of August, and she's already thinking about it because I'm sure she's starting to gather like the toys and stuff for the little cousins.
Get that Amazon wish list started.
That's exactly.
She's used to those big lines back in the day, like going towards Christmas in the box stores and stuff like that. She
1,000% what
she's
it is.
She's not in tune to like, oh, Grandma, I can get that the next day.
Yeah, no. Well, you also, I think Amazon probably, I think she could get something the next day, but it is still BFE Central Texas. Like they are still pretty out in the middle of nowhere.
No 2-day delivery
country
for you.
land.
No drone delivery like they just started doing in Waco.
Might be
In
drone.
Waco?
Yeah, Amazon
all
just
people to
Amazon
do
just
it is
approved drone
Waco.
deliveries in Waco.
It kind of feels like a best place to start it because you're not having to worry about massive swaths of people living in dense areas or anything.
I would think that would be the place not to start it because they're going to shoot them out the sky.
Yeah, that could.
throw a little drone over me, man. I'm pulling out the shotty.
I would say
You know,
that is.
if I'm in the country, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, why not?
I'm like, you on my property.
It's a felony.
God, can you just?
It's a felony.
It is.
Yeah.
You don't own the airspace.
Allegedly.
How many? Like, I'm already envisioning the coast to coast segment where some old boy in the middle of Missouri is talking about. Like, the government surveillance, they're coming for me. They've got a drone over my house. And then his wife's like, yeah, we ordered toilet paper, you idiot. It's just being delivered.
Dude, out in Timberwood Park, there's a little serial drone spire. Like, my friend has this cool ass
we have a
pool.
peeping Tom?
Yeah, and like me and a female friend were just laying in the grass, and I see this little red dot, and I'm like, oh, an airplane. And I'm like, wait, man, that's not moving. And then I'm like, that's a freaking drone, man. And
Okay.
they just spying on us. Like, it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
So LG, it's obviously illegal to shoot that out of the sky, even though it's spying on you still.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing as you shooting at a regular airplane in the sky.
So
You'd get the same charge.
how do you? I guess you just have
But
to.
that's infringing. Like, what if you said
Right, like, it's-
No, it's
I mean,
illegal
she's
for the
she's
drone.
in like
It's
a
illegal for the
two-piece
drone
and-
pilot to be invading your privacy, but you can't just fire firearms up into the sky.
So 2
we
felonies
need
don't
drone.
make it right.
We need drone castle.
It's not
doctrine.
illegal for the drone to be above the property. It's illegal for them to be pointing a camera at the property.
But every drone has a camera.
Not every drone has a camera, no.
So you just got to be like, have another drone that's like, hey, I was flying this one, not this one.
How long before someone goes full Ukrainian military and puts an explosive on
It's
one of them?
already happening.
That's
People
what
are
I'm
already
sa-
putting guns on drones.
That's what
it's
I'm
already
saying.
happening.
We need a drone castle doctrine where if you feel threatened in any way slightly, you can just open fire with a 50
Well, that would
cal.
just completely kill the real estate industry for drones.
Yeah, probably.
Because
yeah.
you have to fly over someone's
Yeah.
house to get the house next door. There's no way else to do it.
I wouldn't know.
I don't like
It
it.
would be cool to have like a box of condoms just drop out like out the sky as you're just sitting there on the first date.
Then you'd have to make regular airplanes and helicopters flying over people's houses illegal also.
Well, get on it. I just round up all the Democrats from Illinois and get on it. I want that on the special session.
I'm like, if you're spying, then I was like, man, this has got to be a kid. Because if you're spying, like, wouldn't you just like cover up the red lights? Or
Well, first of
something?
all, if it's at nighttime, they're not seeing anything. There's no unless all they're seeing is unless they have an infrared camera, then they have predator vision.
yeah, night vision. So you're.
Yeah.
I'm
If
assuming
they're up
it
there
was-
at
it
3 in
was-
the morning, they're not shooting any pictures or video because they would need a giant light or a flash.
it was above us for like 30 minutes. Like,
And first of all, that's about the max a drone can fly
Yeah.
is 30 minutes. The battery would die after that.
it really just ruined my trip, man.
Yeah. Again, it feels like
I think
this
it was
is-
probably just a tower with a blinking red light.
No,
and you freaked out on it.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
I got people, everybody. I'm like, look at that. That's a drone, man. That's a drone.
or it was just a lightning bug.
Lightning bugs aren't red, dude. It was a red light.
In the hue of a blood moon.
And then I was like, turn off the music, and then we heard the from the propellers. I don't know if that's what you call them, but
Yeah, let's go
That's
with
what
that.
they're called.
hey, buddy.
Props.
Yeah,
propellers,
as LG says, the subscriptions are absolutely free. We keep getting closer to 500. Really, really, really want it. Let's see. We have 29 days now until opening night. Want to get to 500 by that Thursday,
That fantasy advice, when you
and
get that.
then we keep marching to 1,000. So if you don't have a YouTube account, please just make one real quick, totally free. Go subscribe to us. We will absolutely make it up to you with providing some
content
above suboptimal content. I would say.
we'll make more. We'll do more live appearances. How about that?
Yeah, and what we're really looking forward to when it comes to football season is doing more live watch parties, because that's kind of how I really the next stage, as we've talked about, now starting month 5 of relaunching this thing back in first week of April, as we're now pretty consistent, locked in on the Monday, Wednesdays. Also have a teaser at the end of the show. Might have a Friday episode today. Cross your fingers. Let's not talk about it too much so it doesn't put too much pressure on it, but might have a show Friday. No, the next logical stage besides doing another show during the week is doing some more viewing parties, some more, not just for sports, some more video game hangouts, just basically more virtual hangouts in general. And so we want to get to 500 so we can do those super chats for that. So please give us a subscription if you have not. Other housekeeping notes. You threw it out there yesterday or on Monday's episode talking about we're wanting to put together a fantasy football invite. We'll get you where you need to be to get signed up. But the easiest way, Cap, tell the people what's the email address.
The email is thecaptain210@gmail.com. All I need is an email address, and I will respond to you. But you can also hit us on Instagram in our DMs. You can DM us, the Captain's Chair 210, the Biggest Puma. I put out little clips of our funniest moments. They're pretty good, man. Pretty good. And I put little emojis there. I like the little daggers I was giving you this last
You're
Monday.
starting to get dangerous. You're starting to get a little dangerous. Also, I started a Gmail as well. It's thebiggestpuma@gmail.com. If you have obviously hit me up on social if it's short, but if you have a longer story, I want to start doing like a monthly mailbag segment, and we'll solicit some responses for that as we go along throughout the month, especially as we get into football season. I would imagine a few of y'all have some longer thoughts that can't fit into a tweet, or you might not want to type out drunk in the DMs.
Let me correct that because I am
Oh,
an
God.
idiot.
We've already... Oh, my God.
It is the Capitan 210.
How the hell do you spell that?
Man, I wasn't wearing my... the Capitan. How do you think it's spelled?
C-A-P...
Capi...
So I...
Ton.
T-O-N?
T-A-N.
See?
It's just you move the I to there. It's the Spanish way. El Capitan.
Okay.
All right, yeah, because the captain was taken. Okay, I'm sorry, James.
All right, that makes more sense. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah,
I was thinking like Cappy, like a cappuccino.
No, it's
like
El Capitan.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know, but the Captain 210 was taken, so it's the Capitan 210@gmail.com. Thank you, James, for letting me know that, so I can relook at my stupid mistakes. Yes,
just a big fan of Yosemite.
That's actually that was actually my gamer tag. Early
gamer.
That was like the Capitan.
It still holds up.
It still holds
Yeah,
up.
it still
Modern
holds
Warfare
up.
2, the original version, where you got to just run around and knife people.
Yeah, back before all of a sudden it was like so. Well, there's like Scooby Doo skins, or like Snoop. LeBron is in the game, or Kevin. No, it was Kevin Durant last couple of years ago that was in the game. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to get in on the fantasy football league, or you have a longer email, just send it to thebiggestpuma@gmail.com, or one more time, correct?
The Capitan 210. That is TheCapitan 210@gmail.com. And then it is the Captain's Chair 210 if you want to hit me in the DMs on Instagram.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll remind you. We'll throw those back out at the end of the episode. But without further ado, let's get into what we watched. And obviously, going back to Monday night's show, we were massively distracted by the massive TV you brought into the room.
I was sweating today, dude.
It was so the Rangers end up taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, but the way the first 2 games went, I can hardly complain about the amount of runners they left on base this afternoon. It was, you mentioned it, Monday night.
It's just all about, if we paid 2 years, I think, gave him $50-something million for our ace reliever, Hamilton, Darren Hamilton, I believe that's his name. And
I don't think that's correct.
No. What is his name?
Devin? Devin Williams. There it is.
Oh, man.
There it is.
Yeah, so, we got so many new ones.
Nicknamed the Airbender.
The Airbender, because it's such a
great baseball
Darren
nickname.
Williams just continues.
Shout out all the Avatar fans.
Yeah, I was talking to Puma earlier. I was like, he's probably cost us 7-8 games himself. Like blown saves, 8th inning, 2-run give-ups, and of course, he gave up that big bomb to y'all's All-Star, batting a whopping 120-something. And
yeah, we appreciate that. The Jock
of
Peterson smash.
Yeah, and then he gave up 2 runs on the Tuesday night pitcher's duel with our rook, Warren, and y'all's ace, Evaldi, which Evaldi went 8 innings, right?
Yeah, 8 innings, 1-hit ball.
Warren's just his pitch count gets up there by like he's only like a 5, maybe 6 inning pitcher.
Yeah, but he was great too. I mean, it wasn't till
he's nasty.
Rowdy Tellez got that hit in the bottom of the 8th inning off of Devin Williams finally broke through for either team. Yeah, going back, during Monday's show, we were first of all, the stupid picture I put out before the episode, we were watching the game, so I just took a picture of what was happening at the time as we were prepping. It just so happened it was a Josh Young at bat.
You think he has some powers here?
No,
like when I called Aaron Judge's home run.
No, I just think there are some coincidences in life that you can look at and be like, oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, we highlighted a Josh Young at bat earlier in the game to promote the show, and then as we're signing off, I think right at the end of the show, you can hear me just yell, "Oh, Josh Young!" It's as LG's fading us out. So we saw the Jock Peterson home run live. That reaction is on the episode. And then as soon as we signed off, Josh Young hit the home run. But I saw a video that was making the rounds on X. And as soon as I saw it, I thought of LG because it's something just right up. One thing LG and I connect on is like production value, production efficiency, like
gotta make it look
tight
good.
Production, gotta make it look good, gotta make it sound good. And this video that the Rangers Sports Network put out, it's a shot of their, every single one of these sports broadcasts has a truck that's parked outside of the stadium, a production truck, and they've got a wall of TVs, and it's showing every camera shot they have going in the stadium. And there's a director same thing happens in a newsroom. And director's saying, all right, ready camera 4.
Pan in on this one.
All right, go to camera 4. Exactly. So we've all, you have an idea of what it looks like. Yeah.
You can't pan in.
I knew this would
there
impossible. I knew this would get him. I knew this would get him fired up.
Just like you can't tilt left or right. It's impossible.
You can't tilt what's
again,
like lean left or right?
You can tilt up or down, and you can pan left or right.
Oh, okay.
You can zoom in and zoom out. You can't pan in or tilt in.
Oh, I watched that WWE Netflix, and they call it the Gorilla because Gorilla Monsoon used to be the one who did all the production like he's talking. Yeah. So now it's like Triple H, and that's the Gorilla Room. Like, we're at the Gorilla. And believe it or not, you know who I was going to bring him live whenever I'll do it now since we're talking about this crap, is Peyton Manning was the executive producer on the WWE Netflix documentary.
That don't mean anything. That means he cashed a check. He wrote a check.
But he was like he was the number one name. Like,
I just want the record to show.
It's just amazing.
We were setting up a beautiful piece of video, and then you jumped from WWE to Peyton Manning.
I told you I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
I think it's just because you don't want to watch the replay of this walk-off
I really don't,
home run.
dude. Like, I mean,
roll it, LG.
Ball game.
Ready 4.
Good
Take
Lord.
4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 8.
Good God.
Take
I
8.
like you on gold. I like you on
Ready
blue
4.
real.
Take 4.
I see
Ready
you on
1.
Y.
Take 1.
I
Ready
see
20.
you on
Take
B.
it. Oh, they're fucking awesome.
Holy.
Ready 9.
I'll take the end of it from the RF, Kegler. I'm not going to use your A.
Ready 20. Take 20.
Gold is going to be first.
I knew that.
Take 2.
I'll take 9.
Gold is going to be
Ready
first.
6. Take 6.
I'll take 9.
Ready replay to gold.
Gold.
And ready 7. Take. Let me milk this a little bit here.
Yeah,
We
you're
got some
fine.
time.
I got nothing in the
Good shot,
Ready,
7.
5, take 5.
How many
Ready,
sexual
replay.
innuendos
Gold.
are we going to get in
Replay.
Gold. Fly.
Fly that
Blue,
replay
track
in.
blue.
Ready to dissolve blue. Track blue. And
Roll it.
Roll blue dissolve.
B in font
Ready to
3.
Dissolve B
More
in
coming.
font 3. Track B and roll dissolve.
Y for react.
Ready to dissolve
And then
Y.
A.
Stay
You hear
there,
how
Ernie.
professional he is? I'm talking about
And
LG,
Y
not
next.
this guy.
Roll Y dissolve.
I live
A
for
next.
Ready
this
A,
stuff.
roll
I
A
figured
dissolve.
you'd love this.
Ready out 4. This is going to be
Red
great.
after this.
Ready red.
He's got half a
Roll
chub
red
right
dissolve.
So 6 to midnight.
Ready out 4.
Yep.
Push to him. Fly.
We're going to break here next.
And
We'll be themed to
ready
break.
7. Take 7. Let's
How
go
long
to
is
break.
this thing?
Music.
6, 5,
Bug.
4,
It's about to
3,
end.
2, 1. Roll your break. Oh my God.
That's good. Yeah, I knew you would appreciate that, LG. There's watching, as you're watching any baseball game,
Yeah.
every single commercial, obviously it's not as exciting as a walk-off home run.
Yeah.
But like those dudes are doing that every single commercial break.
That's what I hear in my ear the entire game. Before the game, all the way to when people are walking out. You have the replay director who's saying, "Oh, I love what I see on gold. Get gold ready. Get blue ready." So those are the different replay machines. They're usually named colors: blue, red, gold, whatever. So you got the replay director trying to tell the replay operator to get all these clips together. Then you got the real director being like, "Camera 7 ready, camera 4, 20, I like that. Push, push." Like, it's wild, man.
It's pretty badass.
It's such a fun time when you're actually shooting those things.
It reminds me of like in Hard Knocks when you're getting when you get more of the direct radio like communication between offensive coordinator and quarterback or offensive coordinator and like offensive assistant or the guys that are talking to each and they're just talking so fast and they're talking in a language unless you know it like LG does. You have no. It sounds so foreign like. Go 2, red 2, blue 7. It's like a quarterback calling a play almost.
Yeah, it's like blocking stage directions and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But like, you got that was their moment because of a walk-off home run. So
those
I
dudes
can see,
are.
I can
that's
see
time
how
to
you
shine.
get all excited, LG, where it's like, but like most of the time it's just, all right, keep it on that center shot there.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, but
Especially-
it's always fun. It's just when something like that happens, baseball's the most craziest sport because a lot can happen in the least amount of time.
Yeah.
There could be a whole game, nothing happens, no action, and all of a sudden it's the most action-packed, inning ever.
Imagine like a Cleveland Browns game, and then all of a sudden an amazing catch happens.
Now, I mean, it makes sense. I've just never thought about it because in my head, I would think baseball would be the easiest to do because it's so slow and you're not doing a bunch of
It's
quick
the- it's
It would
the-
have to be. It would have. It seemed to me it would be the hardest. Tell me this, LG, because you got to make it exciting because it is the least.
Well, that's more on the announcers. The camera people follow the ball, follow the game. So if the game's not exciting, and the announcers are the ones that are making it boring, honestly.
Well, that's also that's when the director is.
That's when you.
That's when you got to start look for dogs in the audience.
That's what I was about to say. That's when the director is
Yeah.
telling a cameraman, like, find some chick with jugs or a
Yeah,
dog
exactly.
or some old lady.
Zoom in on the Cowboys crying fan
I
right there.
would say that baseball is the absolute most fun sport to shoot out of all the sports I've ever shot.
It sounded like
Hands
it.
down.
I mean,
hands down. There's no comparison.
Watching
and
that
you've done
video,
them all, right? You've done football, soccer.
I've done football,
volleyball,
basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball, hockey.
all that. Hockey.
hockey.
I've done Celtic football. I've done.
Oh, have you done,
I've done women's
Australian
Irish
League
League
football?
No,
yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I've done women's Irish football.
We need to get some Aussie League. How about cricket?
women's-
We have a cricket league here
I've shot
now,
cricket
Billy.
when y'all went and played that
Oh,
one
yeah,
day,
that
but not a
counts.
professional.
Yeah.
Doesn't cricket last like 2 days sometimes?
They have different matches.
I
Some
still,
of them
I
last
still
the whole
don't understand cricket. Puma and I went and had cricket explained to us by a coach, and I still don't understand it.
Yeah, I believe
And you
it-
even played, and I still don't understand.
Yeah, it was a.
They
it
have
was
the 3
a
sticks behind them, right?
Afghan refugee or an Afghan
it's huge in the Middle
immigrant.
East.
That exactly.
India.
Yeah.
For Clark High School, they put
Yeah.
together a big cricket program.
Yeah, they have a massive Afghan population over there.
I do like the cricket, like barehanded catches, where they have to lay out and like they catch you because they don't have gloves.
So that when I told the story about getting robbed on the cruise ship, the best thing all week that was ever on the TV at the bar was cricket. Because we were in international water, so we're getting like ESPN International. So it's a bunch of random sports, but there was a lot of cricket, and I guess it was right in the middle of the either some big tournament or their regular season.
Hey, barkeep, explain this. I was like, by the end of this cruise, I better know what this sport is.
So one of the dudes that worked at the bar was from, I want to say, Fiji, and he was super into it. So by the time I left, and there was another group there that were from, some people might know where this is. They were from Salina, up north of DFW, like in between DFW and Oklahoma, and dudes that had won state championships playing football. It's a football powerhouse up there. And listening to this dude from Fiji try to explain to these ultra football rednecks from Salina cricket, and I'm just sitting there. I felt like an interpreter of sorts.
Why wouldn't they just do this?
Yeah, exactly. He was like, well, I'll tell you, if I went out there, I'd just do it like this. And the guy from Fiji's like, no, you don't understand. You can't. It doesn't work. And he's like, well, why not? Why don't you just go out there?
Why can't I just start running off the line on football?
Well, okay, again, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I knew you would like that, LG. When I first saw that floating around yesterday,
he's working one out right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes me miss doing sports.
Live sports like that.
I haven't done any baseball since UTSA switched over to all student camera people. But
well, good for the kids.
But I would love to do some
opportunity.
baseball again. Baseball is amazing. It's the funnest sport I've ever shot.
I wish the missions games were on. I wish they had a local TV. Why aren't they on like CW or something?
Because they want to see like the miserable crowd in our broken down stadium.
Well, it's about to be a downtown stadium north of Market Square.
I bet you when we get that stadium that it is going to be.
Might have a lazy river in the outfield. Who knows?
Oh.
That's what Frisco has. That's why I like.
I like those ones with like the pool, like in the outfield.
Yeah, it's minor league baseball. Make it absurd.
Yeah.
Do something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have
or John Oliver has broken that nut.
Yeah, I finally caught up on that episode. The Moon Mammoths. Yeah. He needs to work on his throwing form and not. Yeah, he throws like a British man
because he plays cricket.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned it also last night. Rangers. Behind the Uvalde 8 innings of one-hit ball. Listen to this stat. I always like baseball is my favorite sport when it comes to fun facts. Because like if you hear someone say something about a wide receiver in the NFL, you're like, okay, well, first of all, they're playing 17 games now. The offense is way more pass happy now than it was even 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You can't even compare a wide receiver stats from last year to my last year of high school in 2004. They don't talk to each other. But baseball...
Yeah, shotgun formation's way more prevalent.
Baseball seems to be the one where when you hear a stat, someone hasn't done something since 1968, you're like, whoa, that's pretty impressive. That's a
long time.
Uvalde, Texas's own Alvin, same hometown as Nolan. Imagine that, being Nathan Uvalde and being the second best professional pitcher from your hometown, from your tiny, small hometown. Not tiny, apologies, Alvin. Uvalde has allowed 1 run or fewer in 13 of his last 14 starts.
God dang.
Hasn't been done since 1968. You want to take a guess on who did it in 68?
No, Ty Cobb was too old then.
Well, Cobb wouldn't be pitching.
Yeah, he's not pitching.
Be Walter Johnson.
Who am I thinking
it was the great St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Famer Bob Gibson, who, after that season, that was when they made all the adjustments to the mound, lowering the mound. They did everything to try to take his advantages away. He only went on to continue to dominate.
Yeah, he's like, man, that's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly. And again, in 1968, Bob Gibson being black, there was really more racial tinge to the rule changes than the fact that one starting pitcher was dominating baseball. But when you do something that hasn't been done since Bob Gibson.
How many hit by pitches did Bob Gibson get at bat?
Quite a bit. Well, he hit a lot of people too because he would throw inside because he had a nasty fastball.
Bow tie him.
Yeah, I got that stat from the Dallas Morning News, saw that earlier today. So, yeah, Rangers get 2 out of 3 as we sit here. I know, did you see what the Blue Jays did to the Marlins? I did that just for you since you're chasing them now.
No, did they? I saw a mud stomp in Colorado.
So they swept Colorado, 3-game series.
Yeah.
The score for the whole series, 45-6.
Yeah, like every game was double digits.
It was
for 'em.
brutal.
And the Yankees lost one to them. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
are
the Rangers, right?
Rangers or Yankees 6.5 back in the American League East now. Rangers 4.5 behind Houston and 2 games behind.
How did we lose a game when we won today?
Because
did you check that stat last night?
Yeah, it's
okay. So we won today.
Yeah, y'all won, but the Blue Jays won as well because it didn't move. Yeah, because the Blue Jays already finished off Colorado. And then the wild card standings. Really, I think y'all are further out in the division at 6.5, but I still like y'all's odds of winning the division better than I do the Rangers. Like Yankees passing Red Sox or Blue Jays, or Red Sox and Blue Jays would surprise me less than the Rangers passing the Mariners and the Astros. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though we have a shorter path to get there, but. Now, your wild card teams as of tonight are Boston, Seattle, and y'all hold the last spot. Another team to keep an eye on.
On to it.
Did you see what Cleveland did today?
Oh, they just man, they're creeping.
They have won, I think, 8 of 9 and almost threw a no-hitter in Queens in Shea Stadium today, or whatever they call it now.
God.
Soto hit a home run in the 9th inning to break up a no-hitter, but Cleveland is now tied with the Rangers, a game and a half back of the Yankees for that final wild card spot.
You know, as much as he just is a Yankee destroyer, Ramirez
in
Cleveland, man, that guy can just, dude, he's intimidating. He's one of those people. He was like a Manny up there, where you just saw him and you're just like, man, he's gonna do something. He's gonna hit a home run or he's gonna hit a double. And it's always at a clutch time, but he's always been that guy. And you can see him willing the Cleveland Guardians right now back into the playoffs because they weren't even thought of, 2 months ago.
No, it looked like they were he was also the guy that absolutely destroyed Tim Anderson, right?
Yeah.
When they got into the fight, knocked Tim Anderson into the last decade. Yeah. I still remember him more for that than he hasn't had any massive moments against the Rangers, but
the Marlins took it from the Astros 6-4.
Marlins ended up winning that game.
Man, I'm telling you, they are just playing like inspired baseball, like they got some momentum behind them or something.
So it's funny you mentioned momentum. So Monday night, we watched the walk-off home run, do a little post-show, recap, and then go our separate ways. And I'm driving back downtown listening to the Rangers post-game radio coverage. And they have Dave Raymond on, the TV guy. I'll see if I can cut this audio and play it for you. And one of the first question, they're like, "Oh, Dave, what's your thoughts after a big win like that, after a terrible West Coast road trip?" And the first thing Dave Raymond says is, "Well, I would ask Elvis." Elvis Andrus is on the postgame show.
Yeah.
He's like, "I would ask Elvis, is it possible that a win like this can potentially give the team a little bit of momentum going into this crucial week of games at home?" And as soon as I heard it, I almost just threw. I was like, "God dang it!"
I ruined the word.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna get you to flip flop on that one.
Yeah, that Monday night game was that's the Rangers' first comeback win when they were down by 3 runs or more all season.
Hey, man.
So
When we got the Yankees bullpen and Darren Williams closing it out.
It's not Darren Williams, Dallas's own,
it's whatever
was
I
an
say.
all-star
He
for
doesn't
the Utah
he doesn't get
Jazz.
his name until he's
Devin Williams.
Yeah, he's Jared Williams.
It might as well be. Well, y'all, I saw the guy who gave up the Young home run, Bird. Y'all shipped him down to the minors that night.
See ya.
Yeah, that was real quick. Rangers now are off tomorrow. End up starting a series against the team with the best record in baseball now, the Philadelphia Phillies.
They just lost one. The Phillies just lost to the Orioles.
Well, maybe they aren't the best
They
record in baseball anymore.
They might be tied now.
But they're right there at the top. Yeah, that series starts Friday night. Big series.
Whoa.
Should do big
Do you want to
numbers.
know overall? You want to know league or you want to know overall?
Overall, what?
So the Phillies are no longer. They are way behind. They are not the best.
Who passed?
Dude, Milwaukee, Chicago,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Dodgers.
Milwaukee's insane.
They're 4.5 games back.
Of the best record? Oh, my God. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
God, that NL Central, yeah, the Brewers are just ridiculous right now.
Yeah. And while the AL East has three teams in the top 6. Great. Great.
It's unfortunate when you're the last of those 3.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
I still think it's better.
As long as we beat Boston, it's just like one of those things.
Yeah, I got
It
to.
was like Cowboy fan. As long as we beat the Eagles or the Giants, what would you say is more satisfying, the Eagles or the Giants?
Definitely. I mean, I think in my lifetime, it's Eagles.
Eagles, yeah, 'cause they had more success. Well,
And
would you say more success when the Giants won 2 Super Bowls?
no, but it's the Giants were either a Super Bowl contender or a cellar dweller.
Yeah,
Like the Eagles have always, the Eagles had the Donovan McNabb run in my lifetime. I mean, even Randall Cunningham back in the 90s, whenever I was a kid. And then now Carson Wentz, Nick Foles to Jalen Hurts. That whole, and Cowboys have done well, though.
And the old mouth breather Eli Manning, he's still one of my favorites, man. Not as funny as his brother, but he's getting
sneaky
close.
funny.
He's sneaky funny.
Funny. The other thing, moving on from baseball, the other thing, we had another one, boys. We almost had a fourth one, actually. And the ones I'm referring to are giant, or not even giant, normal size, neon green.
Speak for yourself.
Dildors.
Dildorf. He's going to go walk with the Fellowship of the Rings over
Yeah,
here.
it sounds like a Tolkien character, exactly. No, idiots keep throwing neon green dildos at WNBA games.
There's got to be like an 8chan group going on, or Reddit group of what is neon green? Why neon green?
I think just it's the most stands out. Yeah, I mean, it's easiest to see from from the seat or from a TV camera.
I would think like a rainbow colored.
Imagine the production truck being like, all right, you got the dildo on 3. All right, go 3. Ready 4. Get it a better angle. All right, go 4.
How would you play that there, Lawrence?
All right, all right.
Exactly like you said.
Go for it. You got the tip. Go for it.
Who's got the dildo?
Yeah.
Zoom in a little bit. Ready 4? Take
Good.
4. Hold that 4.
Gold
That's
dildo.
gold. That's gold. Let's milk it.
All right,
Let's milk it for a little bit.
Ready 5.
All right.
Get those balls in the shot. Ready 5. Go 5.
Roll up the replay of the dildo right before it hits the floor.
See.
Okay,
that's
ready?
That's a suction cup. That's a suction cup right there.
Yeah, I don't think they're running replays of it. It feels like here, we've got video of this third one.
I want one with a suction cup where it just lands perfectly and just.
It's only a matter
That
of time.
first one was rather large.
They do have, and these, I think this one that got thrown, and I know the fourth one, they are the suction cup variety. They just haven't landed right.
It's got to land.
Listen.
Just came onto the floor.
It came all right.
Yeah, you got.
Object that just flew in as the free throw was being made. And it looked like that hit a player too.
And the funny thing is, this girl has been the most outspoken about this the dildos.
Yes, the girl you're referencing is Sophie Cunningham, the player that the Phoenix Mercury traded because she was sleeping with the owner of the Phoenix Suns, I think also owner of the Phoenix Mercury, Matt Ishba, however you say his name.
She can get it, man.
Yeah, that came out in an HR complaint that they were having a relationship, and then quickly she was
mind your business,
traded
man.
to Indiana. I think it was a
like Udoka. Like, mind your business.
You mentioned Sophie Cunningham. She tweeted out 2 days ago, or now 5 days ago. She tweeted, "Stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us." And then last night she quote tweeted the original and said, "This did not age well," because she was the one that got hit by neon green UFO last night.
Like, I would like to see the injury report. Concussion by dildo.
Sounds like something Pop would put, like the DNP/old. DNP dildo not playing.
Oh, boy.
But the fourth one I mentioned, there was another one thrown at, I think it was one of the New York teams, somewhere up east.
Yeah, there's been like 2 or 3 that haven't made it onto the court.
Okay, but here's the bad thing. The one that didn't make it to the court that I saw the video of, it lands right in front of a kid, dude. It's like,
oh, we got to protect the children.
I mean, I don't think, call me a crazy woke liberal, but I don't think little girls should be getting hit with dildos at sporting events. That doesn't feel like a crazy stance to take.
You gotta put that arm behind it, man. You gotta get it in the middle of the court.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, just make sure it hits the court. First of all, don't do it. If you're gonna do it, make sure it hits the court. And also, now that we talked about it on Monday, they're charging. That's like 3 misdemeanors that dude is facing.
Yeah, it's like a parent is like, first off, don't have premarital sex, but if you do, wear a condom.
Yeah. First of all, choose abstinence like the good Lord wants you to. Second of all, here's a pack of condoms.
Exactly.
Use them appropriately. Yeah, that was a lot of the parenting policy I got. Speaking of policy, so now, tonight, WNBA games, no bag policy.
No bag. Oh, man, he's going to piss off all the women?
I mean, the jokes write themselves. The bag, they're still going to be
purse.
Still going to be smuggling.
Sweet Bobby. Like the question is, everybody's been like, how are they getting them into the game? I'm like, they don't pat you down on the crotch, so you can always say, "That's my penis."
Yeah. You can't.
Like, what is that?
We need that. Drop,
it's like.
Let me mark that.
It's the old cop video. He's like, "What's this?"
That's my penis.
That's my penis.
Okay. Yeah, Polly Market, who we were talking about a lot back with voting or betting on the election and stuff like that. Polly Market has. You can bet now on if
there's a dildo
if
sighting.
A sex toy will be thrown at a WNBA game. And just for the record, tonight, Polly Market has it right now at a 17% chance.
17%?
17.
Oh, man.
So still good money.
Way under.
Still good money.
I would bet no on that. 17% chance?
Yeah.
So can you bet under? Like, whereas, like, I would bet that.
Yeah, you're basically betting, will it happen? Yes or no, will it happen?
Because how many games? There's not that many teams. Now, if there was a prop bet to see if
question. How many WNBA teams are there?
I'm going to say 16.
Oh, I think you are way, way overshooting.
Way overshooting?
Okay, 13.
No, almost shot my load there.
Okay. Neon grid. Did y'all ever have the guy in? We had one dude in the dorms whenever I was at McMurray. And granted, McMurray, Methodist private school.
Yeah.
We're going to chapel as a team every morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, brutal. And there was one guy in our athlete dorm that bought the giant novelty black dildo and would just always bring throw it in your room as he was running by or have it hidden and you wouldn't realize it, all bits. And then the later in life I got away from that, I'm like, I don't think that was necessarily just a bit for him. I think he was doing more with that, which also made it even grosser thinking about how many times it got thrown.
Ours was during my day and age, there's the party keg stands. Like when you're up there doing a keg stands because they're for the girls always. But when the guy gets like, oh, I could do a keg stand, someone grab a dildo and start.
Okay, I've never heard that one. That's a good bit. I respect that hustle. I respect that a lot. That is
And I'm
solid.
like, man, I was like, why are you doing a kickstand, man? Yeah, you can do it longer than girls, but there's a reason why we're trying to get the girls to do the keg stands, you know.
It makes me wonder.
That seemed real creepy, but
Plow through, so to speak. It makes me wonder in the long run, like how long can this continue? Like, are we going to be talking
until one
about
sticks?
Right.
Until one sticks.
But are we going to be talking about the WNBA still having this problem in a month? Like, it kind of like, how do you stop it? Like,
Dude,
what do you?
Frat guys, man. You don't think
This feels like when everyone was streaking in the 70s at games or stuff like, or that woman that would jump out of the crowd to kiss the first baseman or whatever.
with the big memories.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes, and I mean, you would have to almost like you'd have to single out a group of guys. Because like I don't see girls going around. Actually,
Dude, how great would it be if it was women doing it?
I think it was like because they were talking about women. It's like where are the women gonna put it? Well, you just like and then like what was it? They were talking this on the Breakfast Club, and it's like they don't come there strapped up. You know, how does it stay there? And it's like, dude, they don't wear it strapped up underneath them and whatnot.
Always strapped when I hit the club. That takes a whole new meaning.
Oh man, but I'm like, dude, it's like. You just got to target like the guys that are just going in there and just having this little grin on their face.
Yeah,
like,
if you see a guy that looks like a Barstool personality at a WNBA game, that's like seeing
their friends are giggling behind them.
Yeah, like that's like when
and he's all stone faced.
When airport security sees a very specific type of person, they're like, "Oh no, brother, come with me." Like we're going to the separate room.
What type of person are you talking about?
Probably the type of people that get put on no-fly country lists these days in this country, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought I was setting up LG to give me the drop.
The great Grito.
Yeah.
No, I think we're still, as long as, especially as long as the accounts that are promoting this, the only thing that's going to stop it, because it's just getting more and more ridiculous at this point, the only thing that's going to stop it, unfortunately, is charges like the one we talked about on Monday, where people are actually...
You got to make an example.
Yeah. It might take even more, as ridiculous as I thought those were on Monday, it might take something even more.
I would love like a bit where like if the mascot at halftime would have to sit there and try to dodge the dildos.
That feels so basketball.
Bring on dodge the dildos.
Red Panda should go out there and try to balance them on her head.
She's just flipping them up and stacking them. See how many she can land.
The juggler out there is juggling dildos and stuff. Like, I got 8. Give him another one.
Or that old Romanian dude that does the gymnastic balancing
the
act.
balancing.
Yeah,
he holds up the dildo at the very last part. He's like, and done.
Or the guys that throw the frisbees for the dogs. They're just throwing the. There's so many ways they could.
I did see that meme of that girl who had like
maybe
a cannon.
Be in 2K.
She threw the shirt. But it was
Kelsey
like
Plum,
cannon arm. But it was a little green dildo.
So she's the one who kicked. I'm pretty sure she's the one who kicked it away in that video.
Oh, really?
We just watched. Yeah. 17% chance, according to Polymarket, that we see another one fly tonight.
Under.
Yeah, I'm thinking
maybe the over.
I'm thinking this is going to continue. Well, let's get into some Cowboys notes before we get into the main segment. We've already been going for almost an hour here. Here we go. Not a whole lot of specific Cowboy notes to get into. A couple of the kind of bigger headlines, I would say. Former first-round pick, bust so far, Mozzie Smith, had to get an MRI after practice on Monday. He's got a sore knee. They don't seem to be acting like it's anything serious, so more something to keep an eye on if it doesn't progress. Also, with him having so much to prove this year as a make-or-break year, I would imagine he's not going to be like Trayvon and is actually doing everything he can to rehab and get healthy.
Yeah.
The other name that caught my eye on the injured list, Matt Waletzko, was waived. And normally a former 5th-round pick getting waived in his 4th season in the league would not be newsworthy.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why Matt Woletzko would be newsworthy at this point?
I don't know, man.
He was the last connective piece to the terrible Amari Cooper trade when Jerry traded Amari Cooper to the Browns for only a fifth round pick. That fifth-round pick in 2022 would become Matt Woletzko. That is all they got. And granted, 2 weeks later, it was the Titans getting all of the picks they got for A.J. Brown. I'm not saying Amari Cooper is as good as that, but he's not only a fifth-round pick compared to what value wide receivers were getting in the trade market that year. There was another big wide receiver traded that year. I can't remember
Amari
who it
Cooper
was.
is still a free agent, if I do not mistake.
I don't think he's latched on with anybody yet.
Which is amazing because everybody who's like, he's a quiet guy, he just keeps his head down and does business, which is like a dream. For coaches and stuff, not to have to deal with wide receiver drama.
Yeah, especially at the position.
Cooper just seemed like he seems like he's still playing. Like you saw Keenan Allen resign 1 year. Yeah. Back with the old San Diego, since the Mike Williams retirement. But I don't know, man. I was like, Amari Cooper just seems like I know he's going to get veteran pay. What's like the veteran minimum, like $5 million?
Yeah, 4.5, something like that.
Yeah, so.
And he's only 31.
Yeah, so I don't understand why he's not getting a shot somewhere because there's some teams out there with no wide receivers.
See, that's where he kind of feels like the perfect example of whatever the next wide receiver injury is, he's waiting on the call.
Yeah, so he's the veteran that doesn't want to go. Well, I guess a veteran that doesn't want to go through training camp.
Also helps,
We've
seen that before, especially with wide receivers. That is. I'd kind of forgotten he was still out there on the market because who was it? Buffalo. Yeah, last year, right?
They picked him up last year. Didn't really do much.
He
had a couple catches during the playoffs, but
he had that one play where he lateraled the ball to Josh Allen randomly. That was wild ass. I remember that one. Yeah, I mentioned Cowboys scrimmaged the Rams yesterday. From what I read, it's a good thing they weren't keeping score because, as you would expect, the Rams apparently were pretty dominant, especially Jared Verse, one of the best edge rushers in this up-and-coming generation, might be even closer to.
Did you hear the drama news, or are you saving it for the lightning round?
Educate me.
Oh, so the Rams, one of the best defenders ever to strap him up that retired recently.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Said that would be a wicked D-line, if Micah Parsons would come back. Aaron Donald said he might come out of retirement.
You know how old Aaron Donald is?
He's like 32 years old.
34. A little. I thought he was closer.
He only played 10 seasons.
Right.
He just said he got worn out with it. He got his ring. He didn't see the Rams were in the rebuilding process.
Tired of putting his body through hell.
Yeah. The line is unforgiving, especially when you're a monster like him.
And we've also seen the Rams be a team that's not afraid to trade a lot of premium picks
to make that run.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still you're referencing Aaron Donald talking about trade for Micah, and then if you trade for Micah, I'll come out of retirement. And then Micah responded like, "Oh, don't play with me like that." Like that would be. I can't remember exactly.
But the one's name that we won't mention keeps on being like, "Is he going to be ready for the season?" I'm not for sure on that.
Yeah, no. Jerry opened his mouth again.
God, man.
Called the members of the media his brothers and sisters. Jerry was on another heater that leads to absolutely nowhere. But the main problem, the people who were on the field for the Cowboys at left tackle specifically going up against Jared Verse, not good results. And you remember left tackles where Tyler Guyton is missing from the rotation with the broken bone in his knee. So we had Nate Thomas and Awesome Richards going up against one of the best pass rushers in the NFC, and it did not go well. But again, I'm not someone that's looking at training camp stats. Like I'm not. It's like we were talking about. Maybe it was me and you when we were talking about like, do we keep stats on a pitcher's bullpen session? Like that's where they're trying new stuff out. Like,
but when that's the only thing you got going for you to make a decision.
This is the first week of actual practicing. I mean, Schottenheimer was talking about how they didn't even do any game planning for the scrimmage because they're playing them. That Cowboys are playing the Rams Saturday night in the first preseason game.
They're not pulling out any of their like big plays.
Yeah, they were ultra vanilla, which I would expect them to be throughout the preseason. The one other Cowboy note I had, and it's something we obviously haven't really talked a whole lot about because there doesn't feel, pending injury. It doesn't feel there's not a quarterback competition whatsoever. It's a matter of, is Joe Milton going to beat out Will Greer for the backup job now that Cooper Rush is in Baltimore? But
the best Dallas Cowboy quarterback, in my opinion, in the past couple of years.
Are you seriously that guy, or are you just trolling? Okay, I was about to say, like, there's I'm trying to understand where the trolling stops.
Win percentage lately than Dak Prescott.
He doesn't, though.
No, okay.
Like, again, it's like, so you're just trolling with bad points. Got it. Yeah. But the Cowboy quarterback position is insane, and that's what got me thinking more as thinking about the Joe Milton experiment. The Cowboys are absolutely committed to Dak for 3 more years before they can get out of the contract. So just bite your towel like Jerry Tarkanian, deal with it. Dak's your guy for 3 more years. You can't get out of that number.
That's a hell of a phrase.
Joe Milton is now looking like he's going to win the backup job pretty easily. They seem to like what he's doing in camp, including backflips after successful drills, because that's what we do with the Cowboys. But he's under contract for 2 more years, still on his rookie deal. So you can assume there's some opportunity there to develop him, to see what he might actually become, what he can become with a couple of years in the system. And that's where it got me thinking about just the history of the Cowboys drafting quarterbacks in my lifetime.
Y'all hit on some, Tony Romo was a miracle.
Undrafted, though.
He was undrafted.
Right.
But y'all still picked him up.
Right.
He was a miracle.
Very much so.
Dak Prescott, what was it? 4th round?
4th round.
Fourth
Yep.
round, yeah.
He's a miracle.
Quincy Carter,
Not good.
Not good.
53rd overall, 2nd round pick, Quincy Carter.
Troy Aikman was a 1st round.
First, he was a 1-1. First overall, 1989.
Don't know too many others.
That's because those are
the 4.
You want to hear the full list?
Oh, you got Bledsoe that came in with
traded, but not drafted.
He came in with, or was it Testaverde who came in with Parcells?
Vinny was Parcells. Both of them were Parcells, actually.
Yeah.
Bledsoe the first, and then Vinny.
Then Romo.
But Romo beat Bledsoe out and took the job.
Yeah.
And then Vinny came in. All of the Cowboys in my lifetime, these are the quarterbacks the Cowboys have drafted. 2020, they drafted Ben DiNucci, who's now making upside-down Dallas hats and making a killing. He's rich. He's more rich from his fashion line than he is his NFL
That's the Italian in them.
Yeah.
They got style.
Ben DiNucci, 7th-round pick in 2020. A name a lot of Cowboys fans don't remember, Mike White, 2018 5th-round pick. Ended up starting some games for the Jets. No, he was
I'm thinking the other White.
You're thinking of Jason White, who won the Heisman. Mike White was like Western Kentucky, I want to say. He had a insane... Yeah, Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Had a crazy, crazy college career, put up massive numbers. Ended up, won a couple of games for the Jets those years when it was Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
When the team was turning on Wilson and they were all wearing Mike White shirts. Remember that?
So he did like 2 good games and then had like a 4-game skid, and it was like Yeah, he wasn't that good. We knew he wasn't that good.
He was an original Cowboys draft pick in 2018, so we're up to the number is now 2. Dak in 2016, fourth-round pick, so we're up to 3. The next quarterback working backwards, Dak was 2016. The next one is Stephen McGee out of A&M in 2009. He was a fourth-round pick.
I remember that guy in college.
Yeah.
I don't remember him did he even get on the field?
No.
No.
He didn't get a second contract. 2007, Isaiah Stanback played quarterback at Washington, but ended up playing wide receiver for the Cowboys. Was still more of a return specialist kind of guy.
Yeah.
But he was a fourth-round pick, technically not drafted to be a quarterback. They were already thinking about changing positions. So that's, if you don't count him, since the Cowboys didn't view him as a quarterback, we're still at 4. DiNucci, Mike White, Dak, and Stephen McGee. The next one after Stephen McGee in 2009, that's your Quincy Carter in 2001, 53rd overall.
Oh, buddy.
And then, so that's 5.
Yeah.
In the last 24 years, the Cowboys have drafted 5 quarterbacks.
You gotta catch one late, dude. Just throw out a flyer.
You got to take flyer.
Look at Purdy.
Exactly.
It was just our last pick. It was he's pretty good, I mean, it's our last pick.
And
it's
again,
compensatory pick.
Most things the Cowboys do, they're the only team that has this few of quarterbacks drafted this century. There's no one even else close to them.
This is like New England, who doesn't draft wide receivers or something.
But it's the
most
important position where, again, your franchise has been rewarded for tripping over your own D and finding guys that were undrafted or fourth-round picks that were third on the depth chart but ended up starting as rookies because of injuries to the top 2 guys. You have done nothing but get lucky by finding guys as late-round picks or undrafted guys. But you've only bought a lottery ticket 5 times in the last 25 years, 24 years.
Think of it like this. What if you guys didn't trip over your own D and you went on those massive losing streaks because you didn't have a franchise quarterback and you actually got a first 1-1 or a 1-2 and got you an actual Joe Burrow or
a Troy Aikman,
Troy Aikman, or one of these Eli Manning and stuff, where you just tank the year instead of being we're just happy being 8-8.
I think there's a lot of self-evaluation to be had there because it is again,
Romo. I think Romo was the true Dak. I'm sorry, man. I've seen too many inaccurate passes. He's a hell of a
Romo never won 12 regular season games in 3 straight seasons. Dak's a better quarterback. Well, no, Romo's a better quarterback.
Romo didn't have an offensive line like Dak did.
Oh, he sure is. He did. He absolutely. That was the first thing they invested in that first free agent. They brought in, Andre Gerard. No, he was drafted.
He was always
the runner, the guard they brought in from the Lions back then in the early Romo days.
So you're going to say the line for Romo was better than the line for Dak?
No, I think Dak's line was still better, but everyone talks about Romo's line as if he was playing still Western Illinois Division II football. It wasn't that bad.
I think later in his career, his line got worse, but he was still, clutch at the end, regular season. But Dak is almost the opposite. He's a front runner. I was once he gets the lead, he'll pad the score, and do that kind of stuff. But when it comes to comebacks, marching down the field and getting that game winner, I don't put Dak on my list on the top 10.
I think you need to check Dak's comeback record, comeback wins.
Yeah, I also want to see the teams he did it against, but
okay. So
and
if you're picking
if we're going playoffs,
if you're picking the metric, it's still did it happen or didn't it?
Yeah.
He has 15 fourth quarter comebacks, 23 game winning drives from Dak.
Yeah, but against
again,
not in the playoffs, but
no,
okay.
A lot of those are, and just off the top here, looking at Romo. Romo had 24 fourth quarter comebacks. So Dak's at 15, Romo's at 24. Numbers are on your side.
Yeah. Like from what I watched and what I remember, he was the more dangerous man at the end. You know,
I think
excluding
Romo.
playoffs.
I think if you're looking at if you took Romo and you took Dak and you put them on
Who do you want?
the
Romo,
Patriots.
Romo or Rat?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you put one of them on the Patriots during prime Belichick Brady era, which one of those guys would do better?
Romo.
Probably Romo. Yeah.
Dak would get run off the field because he couldn't complete an out like a screen or like an out pass, like a simple check down pass because he just airmailed it. Like those simple passes that he misses drives coaches nuts, you know? And then we saw Trey Lance in the Hall of Fame game actually and they actually said it. Look at the touch. We thought he couldn't make a touch pass, and now he's actually making touch pass. And he made 2 of them, you know, which I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, this guy couldn't make a touch pass to save his life.
I mean,
for us.
again, I hear you.
Yeah.
But last year, according to PFF, 2 years ago, last year, Dak was fully healthy for a season.
Yeah.
This is 2013. PFF ranked him 3rd in accurate throws of all quarterbacks in the league and 1st in catchable but inaccurate throws. Dak, the accuracy thing with Dak has a better career accuracy by 3% than Romo, 2.5%. Like, and Romo was a turnover machine.
That was in 2023. Or is this since 2013?
No, that was that's his career up through last season. That's what that 66.9.
He's number 1 in accurate throws against every other quarterback.
In the time he's been playing.
Man.
He's rated 3rd. He's rated 3rd in PFF over his career.
How is Brady not?
He's 1st in
Brady, Rodgers, Peyton Manning. None of them are better than them.
I think it's from the time that's only 2016 when Dak was drafted through now. I mean, it's not counting the years of Brady.
Burrow, Mahomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, what a choke artist then.
Yeah, again, there are absolute credible things to attack Dak on, but accuracy is not.
Are you reading Wikipedia where people get to put their own little messages?
No, again, that's PFF grades. Like, it's not. I don't necessarily think their grades are religious, but also you can't it's still a 66.9%, almost 67% completion percentage. But the bigger overarching just thought on Cowboys quarterback, they're not buying enough lottery tickets. That's my big thing. And as you're taking the last 3 years of Dak's career, now is the time to start buying more of those late round lottery tickets because they've got to, like you said, I don't think they're going to get to the level of cratering
I just asked
getting a top 1 pick or a top 5 pick.
Our AI overlord, you know, I just put in there, who's more accurate, Dak or Purdy? Purdy currently holds a higher completion percentage.
Yeah, well, then he's one of the 2 ahead of Dak.
I picked my guy. Let me do, okay, let's go ahead and cross out Purdy and let's go with, pick me a name besides Mahomes. Burrow. See what AI overlord has to say. Come on. Joe Burrow is generally considered the more accurate passer, though Dak Prescott has a higher stretches of high. Okay, AI piece of shit.
Interesting, right? It's almost interesting. Like the data doesn't support the narrative there.
I don't know. I don't trust those.
Oh yeah, now we're back to okay. So fire it. Fire your chat bot because you don't trust the numbers.
Still said Purdy was higher, so
yeah, you like that part of it. Yeah, look. Dak is what Dak is in the same way that Romo was what Romo was. Romo was an undrafted quarterback. They got lucky with. Dak is a 4th-round quarterback they got lucky with. Neither of these guys should even be anywhere close to performance based off their expectations.
And old Jared just walks around with his chest all puffed out like he's the one who made those decisions.
Of course. And that's, again, that's why Jerry feels like, well, I'm not – what I'm doing is working. What I'm doing is working. I've found 2 miracle quarterbacks that have – allowed me to continue to profit off of this team despite no postseason success to mention whatsoever. Yeah, I couldn't believe even from 01.
That's a shocking
from
stat.
01 with Quincy Carter till Troy in 1989. They only and granted, I get it, you have Troy, but they only drafted Bill Musgrave in 1991, who they cut in training camp, signed with the Niners, and was with the Niners for the first few years of his career.
And since in a 40-year span since the 90s, to have 3 franchise quarterbacks, the only people that are like that good to find that is like Green Bay Packers. Who always end up,
they have the heir apparent already on the roster.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the Cowboys do always trip over and find that person even with Jerry, trying to screw it up every which way he can. He wanted Johnny. What if he drafted Johnny
instead of Zach Martin?
Exactly. He wanted Johnny.
Yeah,
they had to keep him out the room, man.
Again, I give Jerry the
second coming of the White House.
I give Jerry a little bit of pass on that one just because Manziel was so we didn't know he could have been we saw what he did to the
dude
SEC.
Was addicted to cocaine.
Of course he was, but he also, while he was addicted, he destroyed Bama in Tuscaloosa. That doesn't.
There's not a longevity being addicted to cocaine.
Yeah, but if he can just do it for 3 years,
just 3 years,
win a Super Bowl.
You're like, I'll take a Super Bowl for a 3-year stint,
yes.
And then you go out with a horrible addiction.
I'll tell you exactly. Well, minus the addiction aspect of it, maybe just a career-ending injury or something. No,
I mean Lawrence Taylor, he loved him some crack.
We've seen this trade-off with the Cowboys where it's it's the Marlins strategy. It's we're going to be good 1 year of the decade, and the rest of the decade we're going to be awful.
Yeah, and just trade huge prospects.
Get rid of everything. Never keep anybody. But we're going to make one run where we will guarantee we will win one World Series in the 1 year that we are good. I think majority of Cowboys fans, obviously at this point, would take that. Yes. We've seen 30 years of Romo and Dak being just good enough.
You've sniffed
but never NFC, bad enough.
You've sniffed the panties of the NFC Championship twice in the past 30 years.
Right. I think they would absolutely. If you told Cowboys fans you're going to win 3 games or less for 9 years of the decade, but 1 year you will actually win the Super Bowl. We take that trade in a heartbeat at this point. Oh, dude, and that's how bad. That's how
y'all
bad things are.
Going to the Super Bowl. At this point.
No. I don't think.
You think
that wouldn't be enough? I wouldn't take that trade.
To get Niner fan, to get Eagle fan, to get Giants fan off your
I'm
back.
Fine with that. I don't care.
To be like, you haven't seen the Super Bowl.
Y'all mean nothing to me. I don't care. That doesn't. But that's not the thing that bothers me. Is
who's your daddy?
Not winning a Super Bowl.
Who's your daddy?
Not being there.
Well, I mean, when we got to go against Taylor Swift and the Zebras.
Hey, T Swift's not hot anymore. I don't know if you missed that Truth Social post. She's no longer hot.
She's always had a long back.
Yeah, she's no longer hot. Before we get too deeper, let's talk some fantasy football because I know you. Yes. Want to start? We're going to do a fantasy football segment every Wednesday throughout the football season. Mm-hmm. So first of all, we're going to have the league going. So I would imagine this will be a good time to recap the league weekly, and we'll talk about that. But elsewhere, or also, what can we expect? What are we looking at?
So, I mean, if you are a veteran of fantasy football, we're looking to make a 8 to 12 person, depending on how many people want to sign up. Just PPR, which means point per reception. That means it gives a higher value to receivers, catching running backs. And then it's going to be standard quarterbacks, which is 4 points per touchdown, not 6 points. And, of course, the relative, if you run it in, it's 6 points. But then standard, 1 point for 25 yards. Not going to be too heavy on kickers, not going to penalize them too much, not going to reward them too much. Defenses, same thing. Not going to be, I don't like kickers and defenses deciding games.
This isn't going to be one of the leagues where we're having to draft like linebackers and corners.
That's called IDP, and those are fun. But no, this will not be one of those because that gets that a little more intense.
I've got a buddy who plays in one of those, and I don't see how. How is that?
You got cap leagues where you literally, if you franchising, you got to use a salary cap and whatnot. Where you spend it?
At that point, that's exactly what I do. I just do it on Madden, not to where I can still actually play the game.
Yeah, you're a nerd just like us.
Yeah, but it's different because mine's an actual video game.
Do you get paid if you win?
Spreadsheets.
Do you get paid if you win?
No, I pay to play.
Yeah, there you go.
I buy the game.
So
Madden's terrible these days anyway.
I would say I'll put it to a vote. It could be free. It could be $20, but we're not going to do more than $20 buy-ins because I'm already in too many that are $201,000. But it's
brutal.
ridiculous. It's brutal, man. But when you win that,
you get
10K, which I've done once. Ooh, that's a sweet, sweet deal, baby. But that's how the format's going to add up, and we're going to do Yahoo format unless everybody really wants to do a different one. But I really don't think the format matters too much. It's just all my teams are on Yahoo, and it's easier for me to commish, which I'm a commissioner.
Look, as someone
in multiple leagues, and it's a thankless job.
As someone who had a Yahoo email address way longer than I should have.
Oh man. So Yahoo,
I appreciate. I like that we're using
Yahoo. Used to make you make a Yahoo email to play. So everybody had Gmail, everybody had Hotmail. This is 10, 15 years ago.
Well, they don't do that anymore now.
No,
though.
you can have any email. You can have a Gmail. You can have anything like that. But back in the day, I used to, being commissioner, I'm like, make a Yahoo account. And he's like, I never check it. Blah blah blah. But
wait, so who's going to be our commissioner? Is it you? No, you can't be a Wait, you can be a commissioner if you have a team. I can,
but I thought we were going to make Lawrence the commissioner.
Oh, that's right.
That sourpuss back there.
I forgot we talked about it Monday. Yeah.
And all his job is doing, the only rules that we would have is you have to slot your whole team, and he approves trades. So
you're not going to want me in charge of that.
Well, he could bring the trades to the segment.
You're going to want someone who's more responsible and is actually going to pay attention.
Bring the trades.
That's the last part of that was the most important. I
will be keeping a watch, but we'll bring the trades to the segment. And there's I'll be watching for collusion. So
we'll have it where LG will be like how David Stern was in his last few years as commissioner.
Just
we all knew Adam Silver was already the commissioner, but David Stern still had the title. LG will be our aging David Stern.
He'll be the face.
Yeah.
So if you yell at anybody, yell at LG, but also, it might be just me running it.
Monday, after the show off air, we talked about how I, as the good friend of the listener that I am, I didn't want to have a team because I didn't want to take up an available spot.
Yeah, so
I have a new proposal for you.
Oh,
I haven't told you this, so this is a live reaction. I am in search of a general manager / operations head for a potential fantasy football team. Reach out to me at thebiggestpuma@gmail.com. I am soliciting the general manager position is open, a.k.a.
You win no money, You win nothing.
Someone run the team on my behalf. I'll offer some.
But you'll take in the gravitas of being. Hey, we won this week. Yeah.
Also,
and all the
you don't get the title of GM. You're player personnel manager. I am the owner and GM.
You're Jerry.
You're goddamn right.
He wants that glory hole.
That's exactly right. I still want some glory hole.
Okay, and then we're also going to be doing it. We want to do a live draft the Wednesday before the big game. So what's the count?
29 days.
29. So
till September 4th, NFL opener.
28 days from now. We would do it online. So I put it at like a minute. Like I'm assuming that we'll do like a minute and a half.
We might want to do it. Maybe we could do it that Tuesday instead of Wednesday because we're not going to do a show Monday. Breaking news.
Yeah.
We're taking
Labor Day off.
Labor Day.
As LG say, we get federal holidays off.
Hey, I support that. Fully support that.
I don't believe in federal.
So maybe we do the draft that Tuesday
We can do it
night.
Tuesday. That can be
instead.
discussed. So it'd be at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah, so we got 4 weeks to get the people. And we want to do 12-team, right?
Like, we could go 8 to 12.
Okay.
That's usually the thing. I always love a 12-team, but
we'll get to 12. I've had
10 teams, you still get a lot of talent, and you're not sitting there just bent. Like, when you get 8 teams, your bench, you're sitting starters because there's so much talent out there.
Yeah, that's too much.
And it's just like you see your bench blow up and you're like, oh, I didn't pick this. It's just that FOMO that, like, it's such a pain in the butt. So 10 teams is preferable to 12 teams, but if not too many people, we can make it work with 8.
We got 4 weeks. We're going to get to 12. I've got to send you some info.
And
I've already had 3.
The Capitan210 at gmail.com. I, once again, am an idiot. So that is TheCapitan 210 at gmail.com.
There we go.
And I will put that on my Instagram feed, and I'll be checking emails throughout the week. So just get in line. I saw a couple of you on chat already want to get in. You're in.
It's first come, first serve. We'll fill up. We'll fill up to 12, and then
every week, man. Like, even coming up to it, man. I'll be doing I wanted on Wednesdays. I'm instead of doing how I do a little bit of the Yankee Minute on Mondays. On Wednesdays, I could feel if you have a question or who do I take in the first round I got number 3 pick. Who should I take? Any kind of questions like that, I will give my input. I'm like I said, I'm about almost 20 years deep into this. I was doing this when it was like there was not even a show about this.
So the first one I ever played in was when I was 18, going to college, leaving my hometown for the first time, sitting in a dorm room in Abilene. And unfortunately, it was a 2-room connected by a bathroom. Me and Curtis Jones, my first college roommate, we got stuck with the RA in our connecting room. A total, he was already in his mid-20s. He listened to nothing but Dave Matthews. Very, very big clash of culture between me and 6'8".
I'm trying to think of
Curtis
a Dave Matthews
Jones
song right now, dude. I worked at Roly Poly, if anybody's old enough to remember that one on 281 in Bitters. Great thing, man. My buddy, we call him the hippie, man. It was just Dave Matthews.
Nothing but Dave.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna mention Dave and lightning around.
That's break that CD, dude.
That's why it's fresh on the brain. The one good thing about this kid, though, he ran fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
He ran a college football fantasy league with its own rules.
Jeez.
That was a lot of fun. Looking back, it's a lot. Looking back on it, that was way more fun than the NFL one. But that was the first time I ever played.
Because you're looking at add and drops. You're like on a college level because you have so many teams and it's all about the matchups. Like every week, I would be basically creating a new team.
That's exactly what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And as you'll hear here in a couple months, I'm going to be way more jazzed up for the college football results than I am the NFL results as we get into the main season.
And one more time, I saw in the chat, all you have to do to get in the league is DM me your email or email me your email at thecapitan210 at gmail.com. And then you will receive an email from a Yahoo Sports. And once you sign in, once I create the league and get enough players, I have to get at least 6 before I can create the league. You will start getting emails, and then there's going to be an in-league chat. So whenever you go into the app, Yahoo Fantasy Football, you can talk then. You can hide your email if you want to. You can leave it exposed for the other managers. Y'all get to talk between each other. You can do private chats in there. It's all it's all set up and done. So all I need is an email from any listener that wants to be a part of this, and there's going to be multiple ways to give it to you. Puma, me, through my email.
Yeah, let us hear from you, and we'll get you connected. Also talking about comparing a fantasy segment to the Yankee Minute on Mondays, we'll stretch it out longer than a minute.
Yeah.
The content, just so you know, I don't want you to feel like you're going to be like, all right, fantasy football this week we got to go. If you got a third pick,
no, I know.
As much as I love my Niners, don't take CMC. He's going to be a down year for fantasy.
I know half of y'all tune in just to rag on me on these Yankee games, man. I love it.
That's great.
The hate fills my heart.
Hey, Rush Limbaugh was the most loved and hated radio personality throughout his career.
I'm Big Rush back in the day when he was funny.
When he was on ESPN, when he was on Monday Night Countdown. Yeah, indifference is the enemy. Okay, let's talk a little main seggy as we're, of course, behind the clock as normal on a Wednesday. I don't understand. I guess try to explain it to me. Why are people upset about the De'Aaron Fox extension?
I don't know. He was going to get a max extension.
Yeah. What were we? I mean, is it the fact that Mikal Bridges signed for less than the max with the Knicks? Like he could have gotten 156. He got 150 instead. Yeah. So he's like, did we think this was going to be? Who's upset? Oh, like anything. I mean, anytime there's a news story. I mean, there's a clean divide of people that fully support it no matter what and are fully against it no matter what. And I think the truth is, like most things,
it needed to happen. He's
somewhere in the middle, as Cody Jinks would say.
He's going to be our most veteran star player.
Yeah, no question. I mean, still only 27. Signs the 4-year, $229 million extension. I mean, they
will say. So I did read because you remind me of this. So after getting the $229 million, the Spurs on Monday, Fox will average $57.25 million a year. That's just the going rate. But after the season, Wemby will be eligible for an expensive extension, and if he gets he'd be eligible for a 5-year, $326 million deal, which would make him get paid $65.2 million.
I think that's dependent on him getting All NBA or Defensive Player of the Year.
I think it's pretty much if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, though.
But then doing basically that at those two combined, we'd have to pay $122.45 million for 2 players. But we have so many rookies. We're not going to have to pay Harper, Carter, Sochan.
He's an interesting one because he is eligible for an extension after.
But what are we going to
right now? Starting right now,
I think he'd take 15 mil, 20 mil,
a year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think maybe a little north of 20. I think three for 60. I don't know if that gets it done. 4 for 90, maybe.
The longer, the less he gets paid. But
right.
I think to be on this team, you guys also got to be I'm playing with Wemby. He has that effect. It's like when David West came over here for the veterans minimum. He wanted a ring, and they all see the writing on the wall that Wemby is just different. He's going to be the guy for 10 plus years. So whoever wants a ring and be part of this culture and part of this championship that run that we are bound to be having, God help us. People aren't going to sit there and go to Charlotte for the money. You know what I'm saying?
No one's lining up to play with LaMelo Ball, as much fun as he is on a video game.
But speaking of that, it will be the 2 highest players in any sports that can match that, even Luka and LeBron together, which is
for a pairing on the same. Yeah. So the other side, you mentioned it. You hit it perfectly. While it's a 4-year deal for De'Aaron, he's 27. Mm-hmm. Over the course of these next 4 years, Sochan is extension eligible. We'll see if they do anything before the year. I kind of feel like that's going to get drug out. We'll still wait and see because it's not like he is.
Vassell's on the way out.
Okay, and that's so. But Vassell does have 4 years still on that deal. Mm-hmm. Keldon has 2 years on his deal. Those are 2 guys right there that by the time you're having to pay Dylan Harper or you're having to pay Steph Castle,
Yeah.
Both of those dudes
Seth
are
Castle
off
would
the
be
roster.
first,
Vassell and Johnson are either off the roster or Johnson is under a smaller deal than he's at. Currently, he's at $17.5 million.
They're going to be on different teams.
You would think so,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe Sochan. I see Sochan being here other than Vassell. I see Vassell being like, I want to, he got his bag. He wants to keep his bag.
Well, yeah, because
Because he's going to be off the bench.
Eventually,
he wants to be a starter and keep the bag.
Eventually, you're not going to pay De'Aaron Fox and Wemby what you pay them, while also paying Devin Vassell $27 million a season. That's the numbers just don't add up at that point. But where I don't understand this hesitance to give De'Aaron Fox the deal in 3 years. It is a max deal. He will be 30 years old. But I still think he's good enough where that deal, it doesn't look like it's going to become like Bradley Beal, where it's an albatross and you can't trade the guy. So in 3 years, if you decide, okay, you know what? Dylan Harper is now fully surpassed him. He is our starting point guard. Steph Castle has passed him as well. He's the other member of the starting backcourt. We now need to shed salary in order to sign Harper and Castle to massive long-term deals. I still think De'Aaron Fox is a tradable asset on this number, on this contract number 3 years from now when he's only 30.
Yeah, that's if we want to trade him.
Well, you would have to at that point. Just
because we'd have to pay like all the other, if they work out like we think they are going to work out.
If Castle, Wemby, you just said that number's crazy, especially if he gets the All-NBA or Defensive Player of the Year.
And Wemby could be like a Timmy where he's like, I don't need all that money.
Well, I'll believe that when I see. Yeah, I think, look, Timmy wasn't being offered almost $400 million in a single contract. The numbers were quite different. I think he would still take discounts. I'm not saying that, but this temptation is way different than what.
But a lot of other people's temptation to getting that big money is being that big star, which Timmy was like, you can have that.
Sure.
Now, does Wemby seem like that? Ish, not as much as Timmy.
Signature alien Jordan or Nike brand.
What Timmy wanted was a new stadium. That's what Timmy wanted, and that's what was going to keep him here. Not the contract. It was the new stadium. And we're definitely, I know Project Marvel is going to have, is in the works, and we got the new mayor, and there's going to be a council. And the fact that to keep our only pro sports franchise, we're pushing it through. We're going to have to either we cut something like that, but the stadium that's the deal breaker in anything.
Yeah, so speaking of Project Marvel, City Council met in a special session today and had comments, and then the county announced in November, I believe November 4th, something like that, there will be a county-wide vote to see if they're going to raise the hotel tax, the hotel portion of the venue, and it would go up from 1.75% to 2%.
Yeah, so
that's going to happen.
It's going to happen. Like I don't see
despite
anybody
the
to be like
protesters that were at the Alamo Dome on Monday. As I was driving by to get coffee, I was like, "The hell are we protesting now?" There's so many things to protest.
Yeah.
Like I'm curious. Like let's see. Wait. Really, Project Marvel? Like that's of all the stuff that's happening. That's
we
what
could
we're
do
protesting.
so much with that money, and I'm like, but having this, we are a destination city. The Riverwalk is getting kind of lame.
That's what Pearl's for. Pearl is bringing in the tourism.
Exactly. So
I'm with you. I think it absolutely ends up getting, especially as the pressure campaign increases for it to get passed.
I also do believe the billionaire owners need to pay up too, but
So they've committed $500 million. They've committed $500 million. They say they're going to spend another $500 million on surrounding investment, but when our new mayor, who got some thoughts on her in a separate podcast, like not here, when she pressed the Spurs to include it on the voting docket to lock it in where they would actually have to commit to it.
Yeah.
Spurs said, whoa, no. We're just saying we will do that, but that's not part of the proposal. So the stadium would still be roughly somewhere between like 1.3, 1.5 billion. Spurs are saying they'll pay 500 million of that. And also cover any overage cost if the construction goes over, which it's San Antonio. It's going to go over, buddy.
We're going to have to build some streets.
Yeah,
we're
going to go over.
We're going to have traffic.
But yeah, you're right. I would like to see, let's make that 500. Let's double that. So you're covering 2/3 of the total cost. Pay $1 billion for your new stadium, and
I'm in.
I'm all for it. Yeah. But as far as the salary numbers now, De'Aaron Fox, best case scenario, you're hoping the decision in 3 years where you're having to decide, because we saw it with the Celtics in a way where they didn't have,
They couldn't keep Smart.
We're assuming Wemby is a max player. He will be. But we're assuming he'll be super max like Tatum was. Mm-hmm. We're assuming Fox he's max locked in now. That's like Jaylen Brown is. And then, those are their 2 max deals. And then they had KP, they had Derek White, they had Drew Holiday, all on below max, but big deals.
They were making 30 plus.
And that's why they got their championship. They blew the team up because of Tatum's injury, but also to avoid
and they know they can't
the
get
massive
it. They know
luxury tax.
They can't get it next year, most likely.
Exactly, because
Tatum's going to be out if they make the playoffs.
And then it's not worth paying the tax of keeping all those guys on the roster. I bring that parallel up because best case scenario with De'Aaron Fox, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If Steph Castle becomes a max extension player, if Dylan Harper is as good as advertised, and Castle would be a max player in 3 years, Harper would be a max player in 4 years. So again, this timeline of
these are all good problems.
These are all great problems. Meanwhile, you have the second most first-round draft picks in the league behind Oklahoma City, which that's the biggest. Oklahoma City's, it's good Lord, But again, best case scenario, if all things hit and Fox leads as the veteran, leads Wemby to first postseason runs, first couple of runs. Something in a weird way, something very similar happened in Dallas with Dirk's early years, where Michael Finley was the emotional leader of that team that got Dirk to the playoffs for the first time, and got Dirk to win a playoff series for the first time. It was young Dirk, young Steve Nash, and not old, but veteran, but like the same age De'Aaron Fox is, late 20s, mid-late 20s Michael Finley. And then Spurs fans, of course, will remember Mavs decided we're cutting Finley, the one-time amnesty cut.
We gave him a ring.
And then he gets his ring in San Antonio after Jason Terry punches him in the nuts in that series. But that's kind of what, in a weird parallel, in 3 years from now, De'Aaron Fox, unfortunately, might get the Michael Finley treatment of like, look, dude, we're so happy that you got Wemby these early years of development. You got us to the postseason. You did all that.
And I think he knows that.
Of course he does. He just signed the max deal, not worried about 3 years from now. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Someone's gonna trade for him just to have, he's still going to be prime,
Conspiracy hat on for a second.
Your tinfoil's going up
a little bit. Getting him signed to this max deal now, he's the main piece if you're going out and making a massive trade. This max contract now lines up better with another max contract player on another team. Like if the Giannis things, or if Giannis was to say, I want out of Milwaukee today.
You and Giannis.
No, I'm just saying he's the name that gets bandied. What do you want? If Banchero says, I want out of Orlando.
We'll give you De'Aaron Fox and just put in Harper or Stephon Castle.
Something to match, or Fox and 7 first-round picks, whatever. What I'm saying. Like these are all, Bill Simmons would say, don't aggregate this, but the way the NBA, the way
that puzzle piece fits.
Exactly. The way the NBA team finances work, you can very clearly see the pathway now where De'Aaron Fox is either great for them for 3 years and then they have to trade him because Harper and Castle are getting extensions, or a name you don't expect to become available becomes available in the next 18 months.
Because they get tired of where they're at.
And now Fox is your main trade piece to match salary while also being a all-star, fringe all-star level player.
When's the next NBA PA
collective bargaining agreement?
It's just going to go up.
Yeah.
It's just going to go up. So all of a sudden, De'Aaron Fox doesn't have the biggest salary in the room.
It is. I mean, there is some world where, the immediate like John Wall, Bradley Beal comparisons of like a dude just got $250 million in the league and has made the playoffs one time in his career.
Took them to the playoffs.
That was Domantas Sabonis that took them.
De'Aaron Fox with all those game winners.
That's my white boy Gonzaga bias.
Oh, you're biased, yeah.
No,
Mr. Clutch.
That was clearly him turning around that Sacramento Kings failing experiment back then. But that is, I think, for a slight bit of devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I guess if that's what you want to, if that's the hill you want to die on, okay, cool. Sure.
I think they're just being mad for clicks.
Yeah, like most things, that's what it. This
was a good deal.
Devolves to
be like, was I shocked to hear it? No, we knew he was going to get a max extension. It was probably talked about when we got him in the beginning.
I think
we will give you a max extension. Come over to us, trade with us. Because I don't think he had a no trade clause, but you also got to be like, we want you around more than just 1 year.
Well, and he has the best agency in all of the NBA. He's Clutch Sports. He's LeBron's guy. He's Maverick Carter. Okay. So when the Spurs make the trade,
that deep dive info,
there's a lot of, again, tinfoil hat. There's a lot of conspiracy saying that was the Spurs made the commitment then, like, we will give you the max extension.
Yeah.
And then flash forward 3 months, and the Spurs get the second overall pick and take a guy that plays the same position as De'Aaron Fox, and then the value of them not going back on their word and telling Clutch. I think that also is valuable across the league because every other player knew behind the scenes. We
didn't think we're getting the second pick.
Of course not, and much less a generational point guard prospect. Even if you had gotten, even if they had moved up. To
no one would have given up. No one would have given up the second pick.
No, like the fact that if it had been anyone else in this draft but Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox would still be your point guard of the future, potentially into his mid-30s.
I was going to say.
But the fact that it's a point guard and but we've also seen Scoot Henderson in Portland. Not like I don't think Dylan Harper is Scoot Henderson anywhere close to that.
Yeah,
but we have seen. Number 2 overall point guard picks here recently not do as well.
Exactly.
So now you have insurance in De'Aaron Fox, a fringe all-star, locked into a 4-year extension.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, the Mavericks could have just held on to Luka and just traded him for the second-round pick overall. But nope, they got the first round. They got the first pick overall. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, it's a weird.
That was totally rigged. No, it's totally right.
Oh, 1,000%. Again, 1,000%. You don't even. I've taken my tinfoil hat off, and I don't need to put it back on to agree. That was absolutely rigged. Of course, it was. Only other thing I had, they did re-sign Harrison Ingram and Riley Minix to 2-way contracts. Guys are staying in the organization. Expect to see them a lot over in Austin next year. And then, did you see the picture of Wemby training with KG?
Oh, really?
That's kind of fun.
Oh, it's nice. I did not see it.
I don't think he just learned the mental and trash talking from KG.
He's trying to learn like the little nastiness.
Everything else learn from Timmy, please. Yeah. But if you want some of that edge.
But if you talk to any of the biggest trash talkers, who was the best trash talker in the game?
Timmy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Because he kills you with kindness.
Yeah, and that's where I think Wemby.
Like, good job.
Wemby might need to go the route of Dirk and speak do your trash talking in French or like a language be like if you want to say something like KG would say something, say it in French. and then do your English trash talking like Timmy. So you're getting
The refs got to like bone up on their like bad words.
That's what happened with. So Dirk kept saying some German word that was quite disrespectful, quite bad to referees, and finally the league office figured out what he was saying, and they're like, "Oh, absolutely, you have to stop that. Like you cannot do that."
That was racist and homophobic.
Luka was doing. It's Germany. No, Dirk called everyone burgers. That was his big. That was his big one. All right, LG, let's do some lightning round before we get out of here. I'll go quick with mine because I want to get to the video at the end. Big news today out at ESPN. They went on a spending spree. They end up buying NFL Network. That gets approved. Mm-hmm. So now the one concern in that, we did get news that Scott Hansen will stay as host of NFL Red Zone. Nothing with it hopefully changes in terms of presentation. Roger Goodell also mentioned ESPN might start doing a college football Red Zone because they bought the whole they now own the whole Red Zone name.
Yeah, and everybody's mad because the whole thing with the Red Zone, sit down for 7 hours of commercial free. Now everybody's like, sit down for 7 hours of commercialed football.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about because it's ESPN, but hopefully, and I think they did something with WWE today too. Like they're the main home of, I think they're getting like WrestleMania, all of the big.
Well, yeah, like
it used to be Peacock, and I think ESPN's taking.
Are they going
to
buy Netflix or something? Because WWE just did the deal with Netflix for Raw.
Couldn't tell you, bro.
I think they're trying to distance themselves from one Vince McMahon.
Not a pool I swim in.
Hit me, LG. An Italian artist sold an invisible sculpture for guess how much?
Zero. He paid to have it in the auction, and no one bought it.
$18,000.
What are we doing here? What?
Yes. You don't see it, but it exists. It's made of air and spirit. Talk about your pimp game on point. 18,000.
Is it someone?
Give me some.
Do we have any idea?
Here's a picture of him. It's just, and this is him. This is him explaining it. Basically, he explains.
He's a meme, or he's a mime. I mean,
no, he's explaining what the art is and how it flows and all this stuff. Basically, he just pimp gamed these guys out of money.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of like when OnlyFans girls sell their. Like, this is my aura. It's just a can. Open it up, and it's just an empty can or an empty container.
It's like the dude who sold the solar-powered clothes dryers in magazines for decades, and he would just send people a clothesline.
A clothesline.
A roll of clothesline. And the dude made millions for decades.
And you can't get sued.
No.
Yeah, it's solar-powered.
What's illegal here?
There's a clothesline, sir. Thank you, LG.
That's genius. But also...
genius.
You want to slap the guy who bought that.
The clothesline guy is genius. Yeah. This is a sign
He's a pimp.
That's the sign of the end times.
That man had a stable of whores.
Hit me, LG.
Well, before you go on, you see the vape companies are now going to shift to, instead of nicotine or vapes, it's just going to be flavored air.
Flavored air, yeah.
Oxygen.
Just so you can look cool with your douche.
So now you're going to make millions off air.
Flavored air.
It's like it's the equivalent, like the non-alcoholic beer or non-alcoholic seltzers.
Yeah.
You're just drinking a carbonated water.
You just look, look so cool.
It's the motion. It's people who are addicted to the motions of vaping.
Yeah,
I'm not too mad about that
oral
one.
fixation,
Yeah,
I believe.
I'm not too mad about that one. I mean, if it gets them off cigarettes, so I don't have to smell everybody that smells like an ashtray.
This feels so. Yeah, I didn't need the finger pointing to feel like this was pointed at one person wearing headphones right now.
Go for it.
Hit me, LG.
And boom goes the dynamite.
That's correct. Mentioned a little bit earlier, the Metallica made some news today, along with some Howard Stern news, and they kind of all cross over with each other. So Metallica went on Stern earlier today and announced that they are finally getting their own standalone XM Sirius radio station.
They deserve it.
It's about time. I mentioned my college.
All the albums, Black albums and before, my favorites. you know, but like I didn't really go for any of them.
And once they started making songs for Mission Impossible movies, that was a little rough at times.
Once Ulrich sold us out.
Well, yeah. As soon as he started cracking down on all of us downloading Napster,
snitching on us. Snitches didn't get stitches. Snitches got paid.
I mentioned the college dorm mate I had that would listen to nothing but Dave Matthews. I had no idea. I was looking at the list of artists that have their own standalone XM stations.
Yeah.
Just tell me. I'm going to give you. These are off the top of my head. I'm going to try to find them real quick. But
I know a couple.
Tell me exactly. You're thinking Tom Petty,
LL Cool J.
LL has his own one.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one.
It's the old rap station. LL took it over, and then Eminem has the Shade 4-5.
I knew Shade. Yeah. So LL Cool J, Pearl Jam, U2, Springsteen, Ozzy, Willie Nelson, Smokey Robinson, all of the Bob Marley, Elvis, the Beatles, Sinatra, all of these iconic, timeless artists. And then wait here, Kenny Chesney and Dave Matthews Band also have their come on, X.
Hey, those sandwich shops still need to be having something played in the background.
Kenny Chesney and Dave Matthews had standalone stations before Metallica.
Hit me, LG.
That's shocking. Hold on, other part of that, Stern. Also, we're getting word that doesn't look like XM is going to renew his contract. They were paying him $100 million a year in this current contract, and they're like, "Yeah, buddy,
we're in a recession.
Yeah, it's a different industry now. We're not extending that.
Yeah, like if whatchamacallit, old buddy on ESPN, sleeveless dude.
Oh, McAfee.
McAfee. If he's not getting paid $100 million, I don't think Stern gets $100 million. But hit me, LG.
Yeah.
So they have made the 100 best movies for this for the 21st century. So not any of like the old ones like Casablanca and stuff like that.
Of the 21st, so since year 2000.
Yes.
Or I guess technically since year 2001, because that's when the century started.
I will give you two guesses to guess the top 10.
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like there might be an obvious big one. That's 24 years, though. I'm trying to think back to some of the best picture.
Number 10 was Social Network.
What?
Was it good? I like Nine Inch Nails did the.
Yeah,
the
I like
music on it,
Reznor. I like David Fincher. I liked the movie, but I never thought I was watching one of the 10 best movies of my lifetime.
Get Out was number 8.
Again, that feels like it might be a little bit of recency bias, potentially.
One that I thought should have been a little bit higher, No Country for Old Men, number 6.
Yeah, that's...
I love that movie.
There Will Be Blood?
Number 3.
There we go. Okay.
And
those would be my number 1 and 2.
Number 1, I don't know if you ever saw it, but it's a great movie that freaks you out.
Debbie Does Dallas.
No, Parasite.
No. That wasn't this century, my bad.
Yeah.
Parasite, yeah, the...
Parasite, the Korean film. That
guy
movie
did
Did do Squid Game?
No, what's his name? Bong Moo. I'm gonna butcher it.
Number 2 was Mulholland Drive.
Bong Joon-ho.
Number 4, In the Mood of Love. In the Mood for Love. Don't know what that is. Number 5, Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Yeah,
the
dude.
like
it got the best thing.
Oh.
No, you know what Moonlight was the
was that the artist? Which one was Moonlight?
it was the ghetto.
I'm thinking
guys,
of La La Land.
Like
That's what I was thinking of.
In the world of the streets, how do I become a gay man? You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah, Moonlight. I mean, I watched it.
Must have forgotten about that one.
Yeah, but then Mad Max Fury Road was number 11. There are some great movies on this list. Dark Knight,
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, but a lot of Wes Anderson movies in here, of course.
Naturally.
You know, but a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies.
What was number 1 again?
Parasite.
What was number 2?
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive. Okay, I missed that one. Yeah, I don't agree with either of those.
Great soundtrack, Mulholland Drive.
Yeah, I would put Jojo Rabbit up there too. Now looking back at some of these
Jojo Rabbit
other...
was good. I don't think that made it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Hit me, LG.
I'm ready to plow.
I love it. Make a movie. Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my God. Danny DeVito. Well, that just wasn't.
This last one was raw dogging.
God.
What is he doing? I'm raw dogging. What does that mean? I'm experiencing everything without doing anything at all.
All right, enough with spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Catch up.
Season just came out.
Yeah, I was about to say. You've already watched
the new
all
episode
the King
comes
of the Hill
on tomorrow. The new episode comes on tomorrow. You get 1 week, and then there's spoilers.
Oh, don't we get a new South Park tonight?
Yes.
Okay. All right. No spoilers.
No, have I watched it?
I don't know what you're watching
but
over
I did
there.
see what it's about, and it's
the ice, right?
Ice
Mr. What's his name? The counselor?
Yeah,
Mr. Mackey.
Mr.
Mackey joins ice.
We won't get them.
Yeah, I was about to say. All right. You have anything else before we close it out here?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right, LG, cue it up. This was back. We talked about it on Monday. The Speedway Series baseball played at Bristol over the weekend. Apparently a bit of a mini fire fest, but they got the game, ended up playing it on Sunday, got rained out Saturday. So we talked about, A-Rod. I forgot, it's Brohard. It's Kevin Burkhardt. I said it was Matt Veskurgen. It's Brohard from, Brady and Brohard, NFL guy. Yeah. So him, A-Rod, Jeter, and Big Papi. And they're having to kill, 4.5 hours of time. So one of the way they killed time during the rain delay, they showed this video. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, or the only reason I'm playing, it's not because it's a good feature. Bullpen carts need to come back. We were talking about the home run swing off, half-baked idea. I understand I might be in the minority on this one, but how can anyone be against bringing bullpen carts back? They are absurdly funny, absurdly ridiculous.
Everybody remembers Major League with the the Cleveland Indians, and that was the Indians back then.
Yeah, with Chief Wahoo and everything.
Like when he's chasing down his ex and bangs her out, even though she's with someone else.
Do you remember, as a Yankee fan, the Yankees used to, it wasn't even a golf cart. It was a brand new Toyota that they had pinstripe. Roll the video, LG, because I just look at some of these. Yeah. Look at what they have taken away from us.
Yes, those are the classics, man. Pittsburgh and the
bullpens. We have the cart. I'm all about the bullpen cart. Those were big back in the 70s and 80s. I love that.
The bullpen car was there to bring in relievers when they were going to come in for a starter.
Oh, three-wheeler.
A car. Most places were carts. The whole time in the 5 years that I was playing in Milwaukee, I never ran in from the bullpen. It was kind of more exciting.
So they were used from 1950 through 1995. I still remembered them as a kid and thinking it was hilarious. The Toyota.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I love how they had to make the other team ride it in their bullpen cart.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But they have to be the baseball with the hat on it.
The Yankees was a different story.
That's bringing back the bullpen carts, but it's the baseball with the hat on it.
So
is the iconic.
You mentioned the Major League one.
Yeah, you got to wash the car when they
get back. Also,
all the cars getting destroyed.
Oh yeah, so throwing stuff. The Yankees car. It's also funny because Cleveland, the Indians were the first team to have
the baseball,
a bullpen car. Wow. They were the first team that did it in 1950 because old Cleveland Municipal Stadium was so huge and cavernous. So yeah, and then
here it is.
Brohard. And that little thing, that's not the same. That's not what I'm talking about.
No.
I don't need it to look like
a racing. Well, they did it as a gimmick as a racing helmet.
Well, and what was, exactly. What was that stupid little kid's book we had to read growing up where the worm drove the Apple car? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's what that cart looked like.
Some people had parents who read them books.
I'm just playing. Well, I can't tell if you're digging at me or if you're digging at yourself to dig at me.
Oh, I didn't learn how to read till late.
But I definitely need.
I was better at math.
I definitely same, Bubba. Definitely need some team. Like, imagine the Diamondbacks if they just put a big rattlesnake right on top, coiled up, just looking like it's going to strike. Could even have smoke blowing out. Or, like, dude, you could make it full WWE bit.
Full sparklers. Like,
join me in my crusade. I'm not going to give up.
I can imagine Enter Sandman coming on and Mariano Rivera coming out in the Yankees Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
Bullpen cart.
Maybe not for closers. Maybe.
You gotta do it for closers.
But think about how anticlimactic it would be though, as you're getting the like.
Yeah, but it takes a long way around.
Yeah,
it takes a long.
Does a full lap
right in front of the other team. They drive in front of the other team.
Yeah, I will die on the hill. I think the world would be a better place if baseball brought back the bullpen carts.
Agreed.
That'll do it for the Wednesday night show. Again, appreciate all of y'all hanging out with us. The roommate swears who won the internet is coming back Friday. So cross your fingers, hold on to your butts. We'll see what happens.
Your butts and your nuts.
If you want to hit us for fantasy football, you can get me on email, thebiggestpuma@gmail.com or X @biggestpuma, Instagram biggest.puma.
Or you can go on Instagram, the Captain's Chair 210, or you can hit me on my email, thecapitan210@gmail.com. And just remember, all we need is your email.
LG, any streams coming up the rest of the week?
I'll be live tomorrow at 3 with LG's house.
Very, very nice. Y'all tune into that. Again, we appreciate the support as always. Get those subbies. Let's get to 500. Till Friday. Fingers crossed. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah!